Hi, I'm back, and I've gone a bit further. I've got to get that on there, but I've masked off the side, and I've actually used this, the very thin stuff, so I can get a bit of curve on it, and then I've put mask rule because if it overspray goes on it, it's going to be done. I had it happen on the other side. I've actually done the other side already, and I'll show you that at the end. But what I've got to do is wait for this to dry before I can do any more, and then these actually fit on, and I was going to put them on, but I want to paint the rope separately, and I can actually hand paint the colour that actually just comes in this area here when it gets to the front. So it's going to look okay, because if you look on the drawing, well, it helps if I look on the drawing when he ain't got the drawing there, he says. If you look on the drawing, and I'm not going to go exact because I can't see how any of them would have been exact. The drawing's like that, and you've got the bit of the blue on the back on this that going across as well. So I can actually do that, that's not an issue. So I can actually spray that or put it up on there, mark it, and then spray it, and then put it on there, and that's what I'm going to be doing. Now I've noticed, I've looked a lot of films from D-Day, a little bit where the LCAs were in operation, and the anchor, I didn't see it on hardly anything. I couldn't see it on any of the craft at all. And even the life belts, when you think of it, they're two, you've got 4 crew members, 2's going to go a long way, isn't it? I suppose it's a case of whether they fall in the ocean. So I'm not sure whether I'd put them in there or put them inside, just laying inside somewhere, because I can't see them on the back deck. I see a lot of ropes, and the rope here doesn't go over the back. I've seen them walking across that deck, there'll be trip hazards. I've seen quite a bit, so I'm not sure what to do now with that, but at the moment I'm still working on stuff, so that's okay. And there you go. So what I'm going to do now is switch off now, because I've got to wait for that to dry before I actually get stuck into spraying, and then you'll see me spraying it as well. Right, see you in the next segment. Well, I'm back, and here we go. We're going to be spraying this colour I've done. I've already shaken this up. I'll get me over there. There's the pet. Get the colour in. Now here we go. We're going to be spraying it now. I'm going to be going straight into it. I'm going to put the other fan on as well this time. Here we go. So, a bit of tissue. That's my test bit. And I'll be able to use all this stuff again. Here we go. Oh, I forgot to do something. Here we go. I knew I forgot to do something. What it is to put it above the top. Stop any overflow going in. Oh, that's great. This top bit will be covered by the rope area, so just want to make sure it's a bit up. There you go. Just to cover, stop it going overflowing to there. That's what we'll do. Right, here we go. Start back. see me spraying outside this bit. I should move it over, I suppose. Forgot that. Here we go. So you can see me all the way through now. Whoops, run out. Cool. You might think that's overkill, but I did have that all go funny colour on the other, so I had to respray the grey light grey area, so that's what I'm coming at. I think that's alright, it doesn't have to be perfect. But... right then. So, we finished that now, so I'm going to just leave that to dry for about 20 minutes and then come back and peel it off. And then tidy up any areas that need doing. So right, here we go, so we call that quits now. Well, I'm back and I've pulled all the actual masking off, and I had to do some touches up. So, but with the varnish over it and a bit of weathering, there it is over there, and you can see a little bit of paint there. I had to do by hand, but I might mask it a little bit and spray it to leave it out. But there's the other side. All I've got to do now is the back area with that bit of blue going down the back. The front don't have it, and I couldn't see any of them with camouflage on the back either. So I'm going to put some on. I'm going to have a look at it again, and then if I have, I can actually mask that up and spray that down, because it's pretty much straightforward. But I haven't seen any with any on the rear. So there you go. So just tilt it slightly. Oops, there you go. Just to show you, there it is. And I'm not worried about it not being up the top. Whoops, I'll put it back up again. I'm not worried about it a bit, whoops, too loose. I'm not worried about it being up close to the top, because when I put these on, I think this is the one for this side, it is. I think so. No, that's that one. Because I've got to paint these. That's the next thing to hand painting. I might show you me starting the hand painting of this. So that one goes there, as far as I know. That's it, and that goes there. And you can see it goes on there, but these bits have got to be masked up and sprayed as well, just there. And I'm going to do that, so I can actually line them up with a bit of pencil or something and do it. So, or leave it on there and do hand painting, but I think I'll be spraying them. So anyway, so you can see what I mean. So these got to be hand painted, but once it's matte varnished, it covers multiple the sins, well hand brushed, which will be good. And you can't see it too badly anyway. So, and it is the other side, like I said, I've done both sides. And you have to make sure you get the right measurements, because you want the decals to go on there. So there's, oh, by the way, there's the steering wheel. You can see it's in there now. And yeah, we're getting there slowly. I'm gonna call it quits for the moment. Been in and out of here quite a bit. So I'm gonna have a look for the back again. Just look on other ones. It's how many of these drawings that shows it. This one here, and it shows the anchor, as I think I showed you before. Oops, there it is. So that's the bit it goes round and down and straight to the bottom. So I can mask that off and get stuck in, or do it by hand. I think I'll mask it off, or not do it at all. I don't know whether they had a photograph of this one, or whether they just did this just as a camouflage method. I know you see this on the side, but the back one I haven't seen it on much at all. So I'm just going to have a look at some more photographs, and if I don't do it, I'll just leave it as it is. So let's have a look. So, but I have got to do the blue on the top. So I could stick a bit of white glue on it, or a bit of super glue on it, just to hold it in place, and then mask it up, and mark it up, I should say. Here it is. Yeah, mark it up, and there you go. Mark it up and do it. So there we go. So anyway, so we're getting a bit further in. That's the main thing, and I might call this an update now for now, and come back in with the final bit when I'm doing the back on the next update, and see you there. So yeah, I'm going to call this an update, because I think it's definitely been quite a bit long with the different videos. So catch you in the next one. Happy modelling, and this is an update number 8.